Hello, welcome back to Nitte KBL Kaun Banega Udyamapati Contest 2021. Here are the young brains to reconnect. We have WeConnect.
Hello everyone, this is Harshit here from WeConnect, a platform which connects instantly a skilled workers like plumbers, electricians, carpenters to customers. What are the problems faced? People are not getting whom to go to solve their problem. Skilled workers are not knowing where to solve the people problem even after having skills. In the society, they are not getting the desired respect. So, what is the solution for it? So, we have a solution of bringing an app which connects between the skilled workers and the customers. So, that creates an ecosystem. Customer can also rate the workers based on the work, which will bring out healthy competition among the skilled workers, and other people will come to know whom they can approach to. Also, we'll be supporting the top performers of the skilled workers in the app. So, what is going to be the impact? The impact will be creation of jobs, creating value for the providers, building trust with the customer. So, these were our impact.
We move on to the question and answer session. We have Dr. A.P. Achar posing the first question.
After listening to the presentation, I am getting a doubt, is it really a SaaS model? Can you explain on that?
Yes, sir. So specifically right now, since we are working on an app as a platform, and this is basically where we are going to be connecting both our, like exactly how there's an aggregation model between, if you take an example of Ola or you take an example of Uber. In the same way, we are creating an aggregated model for our customers with WeConnect. Since the biggest challenge what most people face is that getting them at that right time when they want it, right? So the reason why we we're using app as a platform is because today everybody is having a smartphone and becomes much more convenient for them at their fingertip to be able to get that.
What is your revenue model? Because
Yes.
similar kind of experiments have failed miserably. So, how do you get revenue for your business?
Yes, sir. So specifically how we have worked out on our revenue model is that whenever any transaction is happening or whenever any customer places an order, so upon the completion of an order, there's going to be a 2 to 5% commission rate happening on that particular order. That's the first one of revenue model. The second revenue model that we have planned out is referral based. So in like, let's consider in a locality somebody experienced this product and they're very happy with the service. So they give a referral, and that's when we are able to have one more streams of revenue with that way. So this is the second revenue model what we have planned with.
Means you are charging for onboarding both customer and the service providers?
For customers, there is no onboarding charge. So initially, what they'll be working is with, they'll be getting the service directly. So they'll be registering on the app. There is no onboarding charge for the customers, but there is an onboarding charge for the providers, because we'll be helping them like based on the onboarding things that they do and the kind of services that they provide and the kind of ratings. Their rankings will be placed up on the app, so that helps them to get more orders in a single month. So that's specifically why we'll be taking an onboarding fees initially, to build a trust with them and also to make sure that the customer wins and also to make sure that the provider wins.
My question to you is, if I'm a plumber, how many orders do you promise me?
Yes, sir. So in this particular time, so since right now we're in the ideation phase, but what I cannot say that, as like I do not know right now that can we promise for any number of orders that can come for sure. But what we think is like at an initial stage, maybe in the range of 5 to 10 is what we can say that for a surety.
My next question to you is, why do you want to compete with urban company?
So specifically, when we were going through our competition analysis, we saw that urban companies, they are right now in only 14 cities, which are only urban based cities. So when cities like rural cities like in and around the region of Karnataka, when we were seeing this problem, we faced that huge problem of getting somebody from the urban cities to come all the way to rural cities to get that problem fixed, right? And even if we have some of the plumbers, electricians who are in the rural cities, we were not able to get them connected on time because we didn't know where they were located, or even if we know where they're located, we were not able to get them on time. So that was a huge challenge that we were seeing specifically in rural areas, and that's why we want to work on the rural areas first and then scale up to the urban areas.
Very interesting thing you are trying to address. I would like to know, have you defined the charges for a given service? For example, you connect the service provider and the service taker, and the fellow can go and charge the household in any way he wants, or you have a defined price or a value to be paid by the person who takes the service?
Yes, sir. So as you said, we have a fixed price. So normally when they go for a visit, the charges are going to be around 100 to 150 in a rural area, and any additional things that they want to get repaired. Like right now, let's consider their taps are not fixed, or they are having certain leakages in their pipes. So that will have an additional cost, and for that to happen, they first have to raise a ticket in the app saying that I have these additional problems also which I want to get solved by this particular plumber only. And then once that completion of ticket is raised, then only the problem gets solved there.
My second question, I mean, we have seen, all of us, we are, seeing such experience. Once you link a customer with a service provider, and if they like the service, of the particular person, they will exchange their mobile numbers, and without going to your app, they will call him and take the service. What is your strategy to overcome this?
Yes, sir. So specifically, what I understood is so why do people normally would do that is probably they are not happy with the experience they're getting with the system or with the company they're working with, right? So when we are onboarding our providers, so they are going to go through a phase of a kind of testing phase so that we understand okay what is the kind of provider, and it's not just about their financial background, but you'll want to know more about them. And it's in our best interest that not just for their financial growth, what is it that they are looking as their next level career. So our future plan for WeConnect is not just connecting the plumbers, but we also want in future, because today I've seen in pandemic so many youths not having a job. In some way, if we can skill these unemployed youths with these people who are already skilled with these techniques and tools, that would be something which we're looking forward to educate them. And I know for sure if that's their next level goal, they will also have income growth, they will also have revenue growth, and they will also have a lot more possibilities in the system. So if they see a win, I do not think so that they will do that, because they are going to be going through an agreement signing and everything as a process of before they getting onboarded. So that is something which I feel if we create that trust and brand, I am sure that that might not happen, sir.
So I appreciate what you're doing. I think Urban Club has said there is a way to start on it, so it's good that way. What is your go-to-market strategy?
So our first strategy right now is we are currently working with the plumbers and electricians right now who are in our locality, who we already have connection with. And first is our home apartments locality. We have also connected with 2 or 3 hotels who are in the same local region of Udupi and that region. And we have also connected, and like we have received the numbers, and we have already got in connect with these plumbers and electricians specifically from Udupi region. So that's the first region where we are starting. And once we get a hold on that region, we would definitely want to go forward and expand into the Dakshina Kannada region and then scale it up more.
And you're going one person at a time, or you're doing something that's a bulk way of reaching out? How is it operating?
Right now we are going one person at a time.
And what are you looking to raise?
Yes, so in the first phase, we're looking for 3 to 4 lakhs of investment, and in the second phase, we're looking to raise another 20 lakhs to expand, and in the third phase, we're looking to take that up all the way till 50 lakhs so that we can scale into much more regions over India.
I think you got to start what is your final phase as your phase 1 requirement. You cannot start with a few lakhs, it will not get you going. You have to start from there. You will probably want to start with angel guys and things like that before moving into VCs when you're looking at such a small number. Somebody who can give you business guidance to make sure how are you able to bring this into play. So that's going to be very critical for you.
So what are you trying to solve? Are you trying to solve for availability of this talent, or are you trying to solve for standardization of this service? Because this is a very unstandard or a non-standard and an unorganized service market. So what is your core proposition? Are you doing both? Are you doing one of them? What is it?
So working on both. So firstly, as I shared, is the availability, which is very difficult to find at the right time. And second thing, what we want to improve is the value given to that particular skilled worker, right? So normally it's looked down upon that skilled worker when they come to our apartments, but I want to be able to increase that value in them, and people look at them that there's a brand, that there's a value to that person.
So if you're looking at availability, what is it that you are doing differently, which your customers are not able to do today? You said you yourself weren't able to find this service providers for 6 months, right? So how are you going about and finding out these service providers across different categories, right? It's not going to be limited to one category. So what are you doing differently?
Yes, so right now, first initially we have started with the connects that we already have, number one. Second thing, what we have done is the referral connects that we have, like it could be through our relatives, it could be through the hotel managers, so we get a lot more connects from there. And the third thing which we are looking for is schools and colleges. So these are the organizations that already have connects with multiple providers like this, so that helps us to get easier access to them.
Okay, so that's a great, probably a great way to start. So as Shweta mentioned, you'll need to rethink about your funding plans. You'll need much more amount to start with. A few lakhs is not going to help you go anywhere.
Yeah, you are saying that you are just connecting the service provider and the buyer, but you can also look at the Ohio hotel model, wherein they also standardize the hotel rooms which suit the requirement. For example, a plumber comes to my house, comes with a unclean dress, coming with chewing gum, his bad mannerism irritates us. So we need not only just an expert service, but also a man with an acceptable behavior. So can we look at that aspect also in your
Yes, sir. So that's exactly what I shared. So we're looking to do both, which is create the value as well as create the standardization. So availability and standardization, both we want to create through this process.
I just have one question. I don't know how you do your market research. If you go to tier 3 cities, you will find a broken tap for years. So what you said was there is a huge market. But the problem is who will book, because they feel that broken tap is fine, a broken bucket, or they have a bathroom which has seepage and all. Whereas if you compare that with an urban city, they feel it's a problem. So the first question was, why do you feel they will book, and when will they book? Because they are happy with living with it, the way roads are there, the same way the house is there, right? So why will they book?
Yes, sir. So I think the major difference, as you pointed out, is the happiness between urban and rural. So what I felt missing there is probably the education point of view that they need to understand with the hygienic and how that could adversely affect on their health. So I think bringing that point of view with education to them, I know it will not be an easy task, but for sure if you take that up and guide people, because today it's very easy to do it virtual as well, to connect with people and share with them the possibility and educate them on that. And I know for sure because if we educate them, they will definitely want to improve it.